Oh my god, I just gotta talk about this real quick. I know I've been bashing um the Resident Evil 4 remake due to like a couple things they've been changing as of late. Like the knife is gonna start breaking now. I just saw some of this new like gameplay that got released. I don't know if it was like from a state of play or if like someone got an early copy. I mean, it's coming out in a couple weeks, so it's no doubt in hell they got themselves an early copy. They showed off like a bunch of fucking shit in there. But it's like, okay, you gotta start upgrading the knife now. The game looks a lot darker. Don't like that. Oh, they removed the fucking ballistics, joke from the original game. Kinda sucks. Ashley with her cardigan, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like the OG Ashley I know. I mean, again, something like that can be fixed through, mods. I mean, you can't fix the fucking ballistics line unless they can actually, replace certain segments, dialogue with it, but who fucking knows? But as I was watching this gameplay, I will say I'm happy about a couple things. One, I'm happy they kept the majority of the weapons, which means, besides the fact that, my OG Blacktail, the riot shotgun, the rifle, and the motherfucking broken butterfly, they're all going to be in there. Can't wait to see what the Killer 7's going to be like. But, that means, the Chicago typewriter will hopefully be in there. And the hand cannon. Can't wait to go through fucking Mercenaries on the remake and fucking re-earn that baby for the second time. I still haven't forgotten, friend. I still haven't forgotten ages ago when you gave me your brother's save file and had all the fucking shit unlocked on the PS2. I'm gonna re-earn that shit again. But I'm gonna try getting like a pinpoint here. That's good enough. Um, there's a segment in this video where they show off the new Luis Salazar. I think that's his first name. It's the kid from the original Resident Evil 4, the owner of the castle. And unfortunately, like what they did to him, what is he like an old guy in a little kid's body? I don't really like it. It just doesn't look good. But then immediately, like a half a millisecond later, I get to see like a good close up of Leon's face. All right, Con. They kept the original voice actor from Resident Evil 2 remake, which given I think he did a fantastic job showing off like a rookie side of things for Leon. I did get to hear a little bit of his voice in like the video. Doesn't sound too bad. Does show like he's holding on to some fucking battle scars. He's a little bit battle hardened. But then I just see this new Leon. Motherfucker went Chad mode. I just see that fucking chin. You can fucking grind up a goddamn doll ass knife to perfection on his fucking cheekbones. I look at how rough fucking Leon looks right now. Completely different than the pretty boy from fucking OG Resident Evil 4. It kind of feels like they're like taking like looks from him from like Resident Evil 6 and Degeneration and whatever that fucking other one was where he went fucking John Wick mode on some goddamn zombies. In my opinion, a little bit overkill. But oh man, he's going Chad mode. Like holy shit. If a fucking what the fuck are those parasites called? The Lost Plagas. If I was a Lost Plagas and I saw that motherfucker coming at me with a goddamn 12 gauge, I'd be booking it in the other goddamn direction. Sorry, fucking Big Cheese ain't fucking dealing with it. And also, speaking of Big Cheese, why the fuck they had to give him a hat? It almost seems like all the big imposing motherfuckers in the Resident Evil games all got a hat upgrade. Like Mr. X got a hat, And now fucking Big Cheese got hat. What next? Is fucking if they decide to remake Resident Evil 5, is fucking Wesker gonna have a fucking fedora? No, no. You know what? Please, please, Capcom, remake fucking Resident Evil 5 and do that. You don't even have to fucking credit me. Just give fucking Wesker a fedora. Let him have a fucking fedora during that like boulder fight section. 10 out of 10. Best remake. No fucking contest. Oh my god. But speaking of remakes, like where do they go from here? Now that I'm thinking about it. Because now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, okay, they remade 2. That definitely deserved it. Then they remade 3. Kind of disappointing. 4, they have to nail it out of the park. Because 4 is just like, that's a fucking game that everyone has played. Except my editor, which I really gotta rectify in the next couple weeks if there's a sale, I hope. But we've all played it. I know one of you guys out there have had to have played Resident Evil 4, whether it be on the GameCube, the PS2, the various ports, or lo and behold, the fucking Steam version. But, like, what did they remake from here? There's only, like, a couple of random ass side games they could potentially try remaking, whether it be, like, say, Resident Evil Outbreak. That would be a guilty pleasure. I know some people talked about like remaking a Code Veronica X or something. And dare I say it, be ballsy as shit. Remake the remake of, say, Resident Evil 1. Because it's like, I feel like that game could also benefit greatly from a remake. And it's like, it's not just because like the game itself looks terrible. No, I'd say it looks just fine. It's just the fact that, like those tank controls are just severely outdated, in my opinion. I mean, I remember like trying to go through it like eons ago on the PS4, all in an attempt to try and platinum the game or earn like the 3-round burst Samurai's Edge. But it was so fucking cumbersome, which is why, I was somewhat pleased they're remaking 2 and 3, because I never played the original, so at least it gave me like a window to check it out. But since I played 4, it's like, that's why I'm a little bit disheartened, because to me, like, 4 just doesn't really need a remake. Does it look beautiful? Yeah, sure. Am I starting to dig that fucking sharp ass chin for Leon worthy of going toe to toe with Chuck Norris? Okay, maybe not Chuck Norris, but it's looking good. Wait, that face kind of reminds me of that those vampires from I Am Legend. Like the tone of it, the shape of it. It gives off that fucking I Am Legend vibe. Oh my god, I can't unsee it. I can't unsee it. I can't unsee it. But in terms of another remake, like the only other remake we can look forward to is like Resident Evil 5. Besides the fact that that's like kind of a game that doesn't really need a remake, because it was like during like the PlayStation 3 era and whatever. But it's like, that's kind of like a meme game. Like when I think of like Resident Evil memes, the game that gets memed the most is Resident Evil 5. Bar fucking none. And if they try remaking it, they're just gonna remove some of the cool memes. Okay, like look, the ballistics meme, okay, fine, that's from Resident Evil 4, and obviously there is the fucking the merchant, which I am disappointed that he's not Australian anymore. That's upsetting. Or he doesn't have that accent. Like, that accent is so iconic. What you buying? What you selling? Stranger, stranger. Now that's a weapon. Like, come on, man. It's fucking iconic. But, like, would a Resident Evil 5 remake even be necessary? Like, you're talking about African fucking deserts and shit. And like removing like the drab PS3 era like color grading. I mean, I guess the only benefit is maybe they can improve the Shiva AI so she's not as fucking dumb, and they'll fucking shill us a couple of extra fucking outfits. The only other benefit I can think of besides that is, okay, if they still make it on the fucking RE engine, which seems to still be going fucking strong, going off of that fucking chin I keep looking at. Mm, at least I can look forward to some pretty decent mods, at least in the first, like, 5 months of the game's cycle. Like, I kind of, like, noticed that with some, like, the Resident Evil mods with the RE engines, that there's a strong flood of mods. Whether it be, like, outfit mods, stat mods even. Like, that shit was kind of introduced, like, late in, like, Resident Evil 2, somewhat early Resident Evil 3, like out the fucking gate for Resident Evil 8. So, I mean, I kind of hope that like Resident Evil 4, like it gets the best of both worlds and there's just a plethora. And like there's just some good mod support for Resident Evil 4 remake. Especially if like Capcom, like in one of my previous videos, I think I mentioned, the famous Ditman glitch. I hope Capcom somehow honors it. Like, I know in Resident Evil 8, there was like or like the past few Resident Evil games, there's like been speedrunning rewards. Let there be like a Ditman reward. Because I was having this idea in my head when I was walking to work one day, like, one of the things, I can't talk. One of the cool things that I liked about Resident Evil 3 was just like the plethora of coins you could throw into your inventory that would just give you various buffs. I like to think personally because it looks like you get different holsters. It seems in Resident Evil 4 remake because it looks like you get like a tan colored holster on Leon's hip. So maybe there could be like different like color customizations. Actually, I can't wait to see what the remake vest will look like. Ooh, I forgot about that upgrade. But like, what if, as like a new game plus reward, if you manage to speed run the game and get under like a certain par time, they just give you like Ditman fucking shoes or sneakers, and you can just fucking book it 30% faster, and somehow they just give you like faster movement speed, faster climbing speed, and somehow just faster melee speed. Well, not melee now because it looks like melee is completely fucking different. So just again, like a 30% increase in movement speed. A great way to honor such a funny ass glitch from, you know, a simpler time. Now, I'm actually going to be smart here because knowing my fucking luck, something else is going to pop up in this fucking video here. I'm going to fucking talk about it here. So I'm going to just pause this recording for a minute. Forgive me, dear viewers. No. All I'll say is a later interaction with a certain character is more hands-on in a manner of speaking. Gunpowder returns, apparently, from looted bodies, so, okay, there's going to be some ammo crafting, neato. And, you can parry melee attacks, which sometimes may or may not take durability. So, I mean, if I can just time the parries right with the enemies, I can just knock a fuck ton of them down and just have some easy melee attacks. I don't get it, but it's whatever. Towards the end of the video, I saw a couple things about some of the trailers. Okay, cool. And there's a buddy moment with Lewis I don't remember happening at all in the original, so that's obviously a new feature. So they definitely are changing some stuff up. But overall, I'm still hesitant. I hope it does well, though. I really do. But I mean, if they're trying to make it more serious, doesn't have like that cheesy, action flick vibe to it that I'm like used to, it will be a little bit off-putting. But I mean, at least with Resident Evil 4, like the original, it's still up for sale. Like for Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3, it's really hard to like get those games in a manner of speaking, unless you're, I guess, buying the emulated versions on consoles, or if you're doing a certain thing on PC. But I'm still faithful to the original. I hope the remake does really well, because I mean, it does look good. I just wish there were some things that, we didn't have to lose in the process. I'm gonna miss them ballistics. Anywho, I'm going to hate doing this because I'm not the guy that. I don't like to copy other YouTubers, but I guess I'll have to start saying it like this for a little bit. Please leave a like if you like the video, a dislike if you dislike it. Comment down below what you think of Resident Evil 4, and if you would like to, please subscribe and ring the notification bell so you know when we upload new videos. Oh god, I'm getting sick again because of that. Otherwise, the Ramblin' Manager is signing out for now. Y'all stay safe, and to those that may be buying the Resident Evil 4 remake, I hope you guys have a great time. Y'all stay safe. Ciao.